Can't wait.
Hi everybody, my name is Mike Benninger, owner-operator of Time Management and ChefMike.ca. Today, we're going to make something I love to make, Kofta, with a wonderful yogurt sauce. I'll start with the yogurt sauce first. Very simple to make, simple and easy. This is strained, fat-free yogurt. And by strained, I mean you put it in a coffee filter for about 4 or 5 hours over a bowl in your fridge. It gets lovely, creamy, and thick, and actually lets you work with fat-free foods. This is some salt, about a teaspoon. This is a clove of garlic. This is a tablespoon of chives. And this is some cucumber. Now, what I've done with the cucumber, I peeled it and took the watery core out of it. You're gonna add this to taste. This is kind of like a tzatziki sauce. All you do then is mix this up, give it a real good stir, put some saran wrap on this, and cover it in your fridge for about, as little as 2 hours, as many as overnight. The advantage of something like this, you can do almost all of this completely in advance except for the final cooking, which is why I like it. Over here now, we're gonna make the actual koftas themselves. Koftas are very much like skewers, almost like a shish kebab. They're easy to make by hand, but I'm kind of lazy. I use my Moulinex. This is pure ground beef. You can also use half ground beef, half lamb. You can also use pork if you like. I like to use beef, I like the flavors of it. What I've got here is coriander and cumin. I actually have the seeds and grind this fresh. There's about a teaspoon each of those. This is some curry powder, just some stuff off the shelf. This is some kosher sea salt, and this is fresh cinnamon. It really makes a bright flavor. And there's about a teaspoon of the curry, and about a half a teaspoon of the cinnamon, and about a teaspoon of the salt. And 1 shallot. All you do is pop that in. You can use onion if you want, or nothing at all, it's up to you. If you want to add garlic, help yourself. If you want to add ginger, these are flavors that I like, so you can do what you want. Some folks like to add an egg. I'm not a big fan of it, but it depends what you want. So turn on your machine. Now you don't want to mix this for too long, because what ends up happening is that the hamburger or your meats tend to get too stringy. That's all you want to do. Stop it for a minute. Use a spoon or a spatula and mix it up, because you don't really want it to get too chewed up. Otherwise the texture goes all wrong and it just isn't very nice. So do that again. And this takes just a few minutes. You see how it actually is grinding up some more? That's what you want it to all combine together. Now, ideally, what I would do, if you get a chance to, when you make this all up, have it sit in your fridge for several hours after you make it. It really helps the meat to all stick together, and it really helps the flavors kind of blend together. Now, that's just about finished. See, now, you can see how it's all mixing up now? Now, ideally, I'd let that go longer than that, but we haven't got time for that right now. I'm gonna show you how to make them. Wooden skewers, available just about anywhere. You wanna grab about 2 ounces worth, just enough so it sits in your hand about that much. Squeeze it out, and just fit it onto your wooden skewers. I don't soak my skewers first. I'll show you a little trick for how to cook on that sometime on a barbecue, but that's another show. Squeeze that on there, put them on. That's about 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces. Make as many as you want, but here's the important thing. Once you have them, cover them up, put them in your fridge for at least an hour after they're on the skewers. Otherwise, they'll fall apart, and you don't want to do that. So now what we'll do, I have some ones in the fridge. We'll get them and cook them up for you. So what I've got here, these are ones that I made up about 1.5 hours ago. They're sitting in the fridge. What you can see now is the texture. They've kind of firmed up a little bit on the skewers. Here's a few of them to do. Now, these are great. You can barbecue them, you can broil them, you can fry them, whatever you like. I have a grill pan here, and this is just some canola oil I've got mixed with 1/3 olive oil, just for a bit of flavor. These go in. You want the pan hot, but not smoking hot. Now these will naturally become almost like triangles, so you gotta turn them 3 times. Now, I can't stress this enough. This is a ground meat. This is meant to be served well done. If you go to a restaurant that offers you a burger that's not well done, always be leery of that. It's a ground meat. It stands for germs and viruses. Always have your ground meat well done. This is gonna cook for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then you give them a turn. It takes about 10 minutes from start to finish. I love them barbecued. I think they're just fantastic that way. What we've got over here, though, is one I finished up just a little bit earlier. And what we've got is these 3. See how well they're cooked now? They shrunk up a little bit, but they're completely finished. And again, you can do all of this besides the actual cooking up to about 12 hours in advance. So it's really great for being something to do for a party or for a group like that. Here's our yogurt sauce. Ideally, we let it sit a bit longer, but again, this is for TV. We're gonna give this to you now. I like to do this on top, the side here. Just drizzle it in. Serve a whole big platter of these up. If I was serving an appetizer for a dinner party, I'd serve 3 just like that. Wonderful, simple, easy. Ingredients are available everywhere. Nothing rocket science, nothing too complicated. My name is Mike Benninger, owner-operator of chefmike.ca and timemanagement.ca. Thanks for coming today, and please enjoy the rest of Real Life.
Coming up on Real Life, a look behind the scenes